So in case you missed it, Nexus's Fallout Modathon started back on October 23rd, Fallout Day. It's the biggest community event yet that could see you winning a trip to Vegas. It's divided into weekly themes, so each week there'll be something different and new for you to create your mods around. If you haven't tried making mods before, I really recommend it. There's really no better time to start as well. If you want more information on the Fallout Modathon, I have done a dedicated video to that you can watch here. Nexus Mods reached out to me so I could cover some of the new releases for this event, and for week 1 of the event, we have the Haunting the Wastelands theme. And for it being the first week of the Modathon, we've already seen some incredible mods. So I'm going to be picking some of what I think are the best mods, and the ones that really capture the theme and truly make the Wasteland feel much more eerie than it already did. I don't think there's a better mod to set the tone for this video than Uranium Fervor by Outlander 3K. Inspired by areas such as the Dunwich ones in the series, it adds a new cave with a short unmarked quest in the southeast corner of the map. The cave itself is incredibly eerie. You can uncover the story of a raider gang who have been forced to reside in this cave due to being sandwiched in between the NCR and the Legion, eagerly anticipating the Battle of Hoover Dam so they can finally leave. Unfortunately for them, the two competing factions would soon be the least of their worries. The area itself is rather short but sweet, the visuals here are incredibly nice, and the layout really distinguishes itself from your typical New Vegas and Fallout 3 caves. I did have a few visual issues when I first played the mod, but I checked back whilst writing the script and the mod got an update, which genuinely makes it look 100 times better. To end off this new area, there's a really unique boss fight, and after completion you'll be presented with a new weapon that's visually reminiscent of Kremver's Tooth. This one from Fallout 4, even bringing with it a similar poison effect. Overall, I really suggest you check out this mod, even if it's not spooky season. It plays into the supernatural element of Fallout that outside of Wild Wastelands is largely absent from New Vegas. And it's a mod that fits the theme of Haunting the Wasteland perfectly. Speaking of that melee weapon from Fallout 4, let's move over to the Commonwealth, where a new cult has emerged and the whole thing is Vault-Tec. These mascot-headed worshippers are a real challenge to put down. Their devotion to Vault-Tec goes beyond just worshipping Vault Dwellers and the special system. These guys are incredibly deadly due to them being trained with VATS, and they really have the accuracy to prove it. You can find them usually in the surrounding areas related to Vault-Tec, and yeah, this includes Vault 111. You can also obtain those creepy little Vault Boy masks that they're wearing, and some unique ones from defeating the Freak overbosses, who are somehow even more of a threat than their lackeys. There's 5 helmets overall for you to obtain, and the mascot will change between Vault Boy and Vault Girl depending on your character or the NPC wearing them. You're definitely going to want to make sure you're prepared for these guys. Whenever there's one, there's usually at least 20 more hiding out nearby. This mod does a great job at not only making the Wasteland feel a lot more suspenseful, as at any moment when approaching a Vault-Tec area, you could be ambushed by a group of mask-wearing cultists. But the actual new heads added in here fit in perfectly with something that a Fallout Raider faction could wear. It's believable and they also just look really nice. Kinda makes you wonder if there was ever a slasher parody film in the Fallout universe with Vault Boy as the killer. Anyways, consider picking this mod up. Now, we wouldn't have horror without slasher films, and what better way to slash through your enemies than with some incredibly nice looking tools. Axe's Ratified by Molerats comes with 6 brand new high quality meshes for all of your tree cutting needs. So weapons like the Fire Axe, its unique variant Knock Knock, hatchets and throwing hatchets have all received some much needed visual upgrades. The mod also comes with a tailored to Wastelands version that will cover the various axes from Fallout 3 too. Is it specifically haunting? Well, not exactly, but it does fit in with the theme and it is one that I highly recommend you download. We don't really have that many high quality melee packs, so if you're running something like Salvo, which is what I'm using for the visuals in my game, you'll definitely want this mod for just a bit more visual consistency in your weapons. With Salvo though, if you do want to install it, or something like Viva New Vegas for a stable and enjoyable New Vegas experience, or maybe something like the Midnight Ride for Fallout 4, these Wabberjack lists are something that can be made 100 times easier. and that's with Nexus Premium. It not only gives you an ad-free experience and uncapped download speeds, allowing you to build your perfect load order faster, but it allows you to literally have New Vegas or Fallout 4 running with no hassle at all in a matter of minutes depending on your download speed. As all it really needs is one click and you have all of these mods right there ready for use. Of course, if you're not using ML2, there are also Nexus's collections feature that can similarly be as easy as one click. Premium just makes modding a lot smoother of an experience overall, faster downloads, no timers, and you're also helping support the mod authors who make all of this content possible. So maybe consider checking out some of the premium benefits with the link in the description. Now, if you watched my first video on the Modathon, one of the mods I mentioned that I just really want to cover in more detail is the Horrigan companion mod for Fallout 4. Southeast of the Sentinel site, you can stumble across the Norfolk Data Center, and inside there'll be a scene familiar to any Fallout 2 player. Although this time in 3D. Horrigan towers above a dozen dead bodies, and from there you can actually talk to him. Any option other than passing the persuasion check will result in him opening fire, and you'll be in for quite a challenging battle. He really lives up to his name and is truly a horror of the Wasteland. But by passing the persuasion check, you can bring that horror anywhere you go, because he'll join you as a companion. And I love this take on Frank's Equalizer power armor here. It fits in with Fallout 4 while still being reminiscent of the original design. It's a nice blend of the route that 76 took with the Enclave armor and the visuals from the classic games. It looks really clean and I'm a massive fan. Of course, it's not just the clothes that make the mutant in this case, as he also comes with his iconic dual blades and a heavy Gauss minigun he probably melted you with in Fallout 2. He's a beast of a companion if you choose to recruit him, and there's also a patch available for America Rising 2 if you want to fully immerse yourself in the Enclave role. You can even craft this power armor yourself by either looting it off Frank if you choose to fight him, or at a chemistry station if you choose to recruit him instead. The actual power armor frame that Horrigan uses can also be built in settlement mode, and used so you can be just as tall as him as well. This is a really cool mod and one that I highly suggest you try out, because with the amount of Enclave content that was in the next gen version of Fallout 4, it's kind of inevitable that we're going to be getting even more with the Anniversary Edition. So why not have a companion to go alongside it? A mod that came out on Halloween for the Modathon was the Order of the Third Eye by the Commonwealth Story Expansion Project. This mod adds in 4 new dungeons, which is accompanied by a quest which takes around 30 to 40 minutes to beat. With the quest itself really just being explore the dungeon and eliminate the cult residing in it, you can start it by finding this injured NPC.
Please, you have to stop them. They're dangerous. I tried to stop them. You have to stop them. The cult. You must stop them. You must. Humanity relies on it.
The quest itself is all centered around this cult whose robes look like something straight out of Oblivion. The environments here though are really what elevates this mod. They are just stunning. Fallout 4 and 76 both typically look really good in dark interiors, and this mod just proves that. Each area is visually unique, with you slowly making your way deeper underground to fully eradicate this new cult that goes by the Order of the Eye. You'll go through sewers, some catacombs, with you finally arriving at the ritual site. There's new enemies along the way, with these gross fleshy skeletons, and of course a final boss who's awaiting for you at the end of the questline. It does have some pretty simple puzzles that shouldn't take you too long to beat, but did add some nice flavour to separate gunning down the cultists, and overall this is a really enjoyable experience. You get a new weapon at the end too, which comes with a rather unique legendary effect that highlights enemies through walls and deals bonus damage to those highlighted enemies. This is a mod that definitely deserves to be in the Haunting the Wasteland theme. But anyways, these are just the mods that I personally think are some of the highlights from this week. With that being said though, I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget you can upload your own mod to the Fallout Modathon 2025 by simply tagging it with Fallout Modathon 2025. I'm really excited to see what's going to be released for the next theme, which is Life in the Wastes, and let me know what you'd want to see in the comments below. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time.